Looks like we got a fish on. Finally, after all that time, guys. All right, good afternoon, YouTube. It's Dan back at it again with another episode of 302 Fishing. Right here. I literally wasted 2 hours of my life out here. I tried to do a spinnerbait and a chatterbait episode, and I failed miserably. So we are gonna have to change tactics, and we're gonna have to slow it way down. We've got a Ned Rig, we've got a Rage Crawl, both watermelon color, and we also have a football rig, which is bluegill color, with a Rage Crawl on the back of it. We're just gonna have to go grandma style here. Hopefully somewhere out there, we're gonna get 1 or 2 fish. This is a nice pond. There are 3 and 4 and even 5 pounders in this pond. Whether we get them or not, I don't know, but I'm gonna keep positive and think we're gonna get a giant out of here. I've not been to this pond in quite a number of years. I could not remember for the life of me what the name of this development was, but for the people who are out there and the age of internet and Facebook especially, I was able to put a picture out there that I saw so many fish at this pond at, and within seconds, I had the location. So we're out here and we're gonna go ahead and search, and we're gonna look, and we're gonna find something in here. As I told you, November into December, it's gonna drastically slow down. So I had high hopes when I had that spinnerbait and chatterbait episode, but you know, sometimes things just don't work out the way they should. But I'm gonna try to produce an episode here for you. I don't wanna go empty-handed, and I'm not gonna have this place right here defeat me. So give me a couple seconds. We've got the baits tied on. We're gonna throw them out there, and hopefully, if we're lucky, we get some fish on. All right, so I've got my Rage Crawl out there. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with that. We're just gonna flip-flop on these baits, and we're just gonna do a rapid shot all the way around here and all the way back. I'm gonna give myself about, again, another 2 hours worth of time. Again, it's gonna get dark fairly quickly. As I said, daylight savings time has come by and gone, and the days are gonna get shorter, and the days are gonna get colder. But we're gonna get something here, guys. I feel it. One good thing about today, guys, I don't know if you noticed or not a soul in the pond. Sometimes I love coming out here at this time of the year, man. You don't have to fight a whole bunch of people. The pond's not overpressured, and you can kind of, you know, spread your arms and do what you want to do, man, and figure out some cool episodes to do without having to worry about people crossing your lines, or, you know, just disturbing the water, or you got people walking around with dogs and running into the water and all kinds of nonsense like that. Because sometimes, like these ponds right here, you have to worry about that stuff. But you know, I like coming to some of these ponds because they do have some biggins in here somewhere. Like this one here, I know it has some. All right, we're gonna get ourselves out of that shallow area and get past these trees right here where I know there's a drop off over here. But this pond is a pretty cool pond when the water is up where it belongs. But once I come around this corner here, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. And we've been mentioning it multiple times in these episodes, how all these Delaware ponds have been very, very low this year. All right, so I got myself into another gap right here, and I know there's a drop off here. You can literally see how, oh, good Lord almighty, what is it with me and holes here? But you can see how it drops off right here as opposed to the shallow area where we were just at a couple seconds ago. But this pond is a good pond. It's got some unique features on it. But as I told you, the drought we've been having, and all these ponds are super low, so now these fish don't have any of the structure to go under. But I mean, it gives you a good chance to take a look at where these fish will lay at. I mean, look at this right here. The good part right here is this part right in this pond. Like I said, I've been here a couple of years, but I knew this part was here. But what fish wouldn't like to sit in this cove where it would be water and hiding up under all of these nice little nooks and crannies? And you're sitting there and you're flipping and jigging right in there, man. And you know there's probably monsters sitting anywhere in this area right here, or even underneath these trees all along here. Again, as I said, there's some big ones. Got bait fish hopping over here. That may be a possible good sign, I don't know. But we're gonna keep getting that bait out there, and we're gonna keep fighting this thing, guys. But let's get this action going, man. It's driving me nuts not to get any fish right now. So I put a fairly decent weight on the back of that crawl there so I can get a distance out in there. Because again, I usually use light ones. That's what I like to use. But since I know that these fish may be way out there, I've got to get that bait out to where I think those fish are at. I think it's ½ ounce, maybe 3/8, something like that. Nice helicopter flying into the sun there. Looks like state police flying around. I know somebody might be injured and going to the hospital. Because usually when you see that state police helicopter, somebody's being helivaced due to serious injuries. All right, so let's go ahead and reel this up. Let's go ahead and try the Ned Rig. Now, I got the Googan Ned Rig, but it's pretty unique. The one that I have right here is because this one is the Rattlin Ned. If you listen, there's a rattle inside of the Ned Rig. I don't know what this bait will produce, but you know, it's worth a shot. Whatever. I mean, Ned Rigs are effective, especially in cool weather when you're slowing down and everything, but maybe that little bit of vibration might bring those fish to the bait. But we might have a time with this one because I know we're getting a lot of fall leaves and everything else like that. And I'm already feeling like the bottom's getting hooked up on with that open hook because I don't have any weedless Ned Rigs. So this is where I think the fish are out in this deeper area here. But let's get that feather off the rage tail. And we'll get that Ned Rig back out there again. But you can clearly see it's even bigger. Drop right here. Come on. I need something going on here, man. Don't get the best of me, pond. Don't get the best of me. Getting a lot of bottom off of this Ned Rig here. Oh, there's a bite right there, guys. See if he picks it up. That was definitely a bite. See it? Can you see the mark right there? The swirls? Alright, so I threw that Ned Rig right back out there again. You saw that swirl a second ago. But something clearly tapped that bait. But we'll see if we can come back at it again, see if it'll pick it up. Looks like we got a fish on. Finally, after all that time, guys. Oh, it's a nice, decent one, too. Oh, after all that time, guys. After all that time. Wow. I felt a slight thump, and then I saw the bait move, and I'm like, okay. All right. So here it is, guys. Here we go. I made it count, guys. I wasn't going to let that fish go. Look how light the colors are on this fish. Let's go ahead and wash her off. Hold on, he is feisty. But yeah, whoo, that's a pretty looking green now. Look at that color, man. Right along the edge. That's how far that fish was out. Maybe, I don't know, 3 feet. But I am so happy we finally caught a fish off of this pond. Maybe things are going to start turning around. So we'll play with the Ned Rig for right now. But let's go ahead and get her on her way. She's ready to go. And she's gone. Boom. All right. All right, guys. After 4 hours worth of time, we're able to produce 2 things. This beautiful alpenglow falling on this handsome face right here because of the sunset that just went behind the trees right here. And 1 fish. That's it. 1 fish, 4 hours. You know, I got all kinds of time in the world to go ahead and cast around and catch just 1 fish. But hey, it is what it is, man. I threw everything but the kitchen sink at this thing, man. Chatterbaits, spinnerbaits, grubs, raising crawls, Senkos. The only thing that seemed to produce to catch that 1 fish that I caught, which was actually a decent one, about 1.5 pounds, was the Googan Rattlin Ned Rig. That was it. So thank you, Ned Rig, for giving me that 1 fish and making an episode. I hope you liked this episode, guys. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. Tell me it sucks in the comments. It probably did. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. It was a crappy episode. What are you gonna do? But you're gonna have those few that just don't pan out to be anything, but you just gotta fight through them all. You can't be perfect. You can't catch the donkeys all day long. You gotta fight through the ugly to get to the good. But as I said, in the next couple weeks, it's gonna start slowing way down. We are definitely have to go to that live bait, guys. It's gonna be minnows. If you don't like it, that's fine, guys. I get it. But that's what's gonna produce those monsters that we caught at the beginning of the year, because I caught my PB in January. Guess what? On minnows. So that's what we're gonna be doing. And I've got my prime spaces. I know, now that I know that this development is here and I found it again, I'm gonna be putting them out here too, because again, I know there's giants in this pond and it's not gonna kick my butt again. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I hope you caught a lot of fish. Like, subscribe, push that notification bell, and as always, guys, fish on.